We have a story over here in connection to the 9 days. This is a story from medrash eicha Rabbi. And the story goes as follows. This is a story with Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanania, and he went to a big city in Rome, and he was told while he was visiting that there is a young child who is sitting in jail, and he is being disgraced. It doesn't say exactly how he's being disgraced. There are different takes on that based on the different commentaries. So he went to visit this child in jail, this young man, and he saw a beautiful child. The way the medrash describes him is his eyes were beautiful. His general features were were gorgeous, and his hair was just also was very. It looked groomed almost. And this child was just being disgraced in jail. So Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanania stood by the entrance of his cell, and he wanted to test him and see exactly where he was holding mentally, if this affected him being in jail, or if he's still, he managed to keep his cool. So he read to him a pasuk in Yeshayahu, from Yeshayahu Hanavi, from Yeshayahu the prophet. And the pasuk says as follows. The verse says, who gave the disgrace to Yaakov and the shame to Yisrael? It seems that he was hinting to him, in other words, what's the cause of this shame? What's the cause of this disgrace? How are you feeling about this? So this young man, this young child possibly, responded, and he continued the continuation of the verse, which continues, it says, that is it not that to this God we sinned, and we did not want to go in his path, and they didn't listen to his Torah. So when Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanania heard this response of the verse that this child was repeating, it gave him comfort. And he said, the children of Tzion, which are Yikarim, which are precious, this is again the continuation of the verses, which are being, so to speak, plastered with beautiful stones. And it caught him by, caught his emotions, and his tears came out of his eyes. They were pouring out. And he said as follows. He said, I testify on the heavens and on the earth that I am assured with this response from this child that he will eventually teach Torah, teach lessons amongst Am Yisrael. And he says, I promise that I'm not going to leave this jail cell until I will redeem this child with whatever money they will ask for, which is an extreme thing, because halachically it's not so simple how much ransom you should be willing to give. But he, in this scenario, felt it necessary to redeem him at any price. And what happened was he followed his word. He didn't leave until he managed to redeem him from a super high price. And it didn't take long, says the medrash, till eventually he actually became a big teacher in Am Yisrael, and his name was known as the famous Yishmael ben Elisha.